everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. On third down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So the offense has it first and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run the counter now on first down. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Newton. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there. 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over.
And that's caught inside the 35. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's doing.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Second down, Bridgewater.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down Panthers.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Second down following the run. On the give, this is their fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action. Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He juked him. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. On the ball. Switch. Great. Twist.
play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw on second down is Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. To the air again, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bridgewater now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Newton to throw, and he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Newton. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now Bridgewater. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 1 yard to go here on third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Second down now after the pass completion. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
Here's
Newton now on second down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They come out here in the eye.
20.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
And this one's incomplete. And they'll go on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time, now it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Newton on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Newton to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Newton surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their...
Face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And some room to roam now. Cuts it out to the sideline. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards.